Number 13. Six-gill shark, Hexinchus griseus. The six-gill shark swims around in the Sirius Deep, up to 8,200 feet. According to National Geographic, biding its time till nightfall when it rises to the surface of the ocean to feed. Top favorite meals for this 16-foot predator: rays, squid, crab, and other sharks. It's not just our oceans that are filled with unusual creatures. Read on to find out the strangest animal living in each state. Number 12. 5-foot-long bucktooth, natives of the North Atlantic. This species lives among the rocks at around 1,600 feet off the coast in places like Maine, where it forages for its dinner of crabs, sea urchins, and mollusks. No shell is too hard for the wolffish. Its large head with strong jaws allow it to crush the exoskeleton of the most tenacious critter. Number 11. The largest arthropods on Earth, according to National Geographic. Spider crabs live at depths of 1,000 feet, although some have been found as deep as 1,800 feet in Pacific waters around Japan. Some grow as monstrously large as 12 feet from the tip of one claw to the tip of another. They live up to 100 years, just like these 10 other longest living animals, scuttling around the ocean floor to find their food, although they often lose a delicate limb or two in their lifetimes. Number 10. Images of these deep-sea dwellers are few and far between. This vintage engraved image adorns a postage stamp from Congo. The whole genus features hinged jaws that open at a 90-degree angle, with needle-like teeth. 140-million-year-old species native to Australia actually has the largest teeth of any fish relative to its head size. They're so big, in fact, that they don't even fit in its head. Number 9. Stargazer fish, Uranoscopidae. This family of deep-sea Mediterranean and Atlantic fish, about 50 species in all, have mouths, nostrils, and eyes on the tops of their heads, the latter of which enable them to spot their prey from below, then quickly rise and strike. As if that didn't make them terrifying enough, they can also deliver electric shocks and venom, according to the Florida Museum. Number 8. Top predator lionfish are hunted by no other deep-sea creature and lay as many as 2 million eggs, each per year. It's no wonder, then, that these denizens of the Indian Ocean, transplanted via the aquarium trade to Atlantic and Caribbean waters, are taking over, and decimating native species as they go. Their 32 or so bright-colored spines, which scare off would-be snackers, are venomous and can cause everything from sweating to paralysis. Number 7. Existing worldwide at depths up to 1,000 feet. This largest species of hammerhead, which grows to about 18 feet long, according to Marine Bio, evolved its rectangular-shaped head to maximize its ability to detect its prey through chemical, thermal, and electrical changes. It's a known cannibal, although it also enjoys a meal of stingray or crab. A female produces a litter of up to 56 pups that hatch inside her body. Like all sharks, hammerheads are greatly misunderstood. Number 6. Looking like a muppet but acting like a vicious predator, this denizen of coral reefs can swallow its prey, often as large as itself, whole. Watch this video of a camouflaged frogfish lurking on the ocean floor, before striking fast to gobble any unsuspecting fish that swim near. It has a pom-pom-like lure on its head that beckons all delicious, potential meals. Number 5. Pigfish, Congeopodidae, living in up to 2,000 feet of cold water. This family of 9 species of long-nosed scaleless fish is native to the southern hemisphere. One species in South Africa is thought to mold its skin like a reptile. Don't confuse the pigfish with Florida's hogfish, named for the way it roots around the seafloor with its snout, trying to rustle up prey. Number 4. Solitary, foraging predator of the ocean around Japan, Alaska, and California. This is the biggest octopus of all. The largest recorded weighed 600 pounds, and measured 30 feet. According to Oceana, the deep-sea creature can change its color to blend with its surroundings, and a squirt of its ink is deadly to other octopuses that threaten it. It can puncture its prey, lobsters, small sharks, with its beak during the 4 to 5 years of its life. Like other octopus species, this one has 3 hearts and 9 brains. Here are 23 more of the biggest animals in the world. Number 3. These ancient, 8-armed cephalopods that are endangered in their home habitats in the Indo-Pacific, have existed in the deep seas of our planet for 500 million years. Their shells contain chambers that are filled with air for buoyancy, except for the last and largest of them, which contains the animal itself. Nautilus tentacles called cirri allow them to pry the dead animals they scavenge from the seafloor from their shells. They lay the largest eggs 5 centimeters in the invertebrate kingdom, which take a year to hatch. They're only one of infinite numbers of amazing sights in the world's oceans. Number 2. Leafy sea dragon, Phycodura sequi, with a multitude of yellowish or greenish appendages that allow it to camouflage itself as seaweed. This 14-inch deep-sea creature, closely related to seahorses and pipefish, makes its home in the waters off South and East Australia, according to National Geographic. They eat tiny crustaceans called sea lice and, as with seahorses, designate the males of the species to incubate eggs. Number 1. Giant isopod, Bathynomus gigantus. About 5,000 species of crustaceans in the order Isopoda live in Earth's oceans. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, they all have 2 pairs of antennae, compound eyes, and 4 sets of jaws. Their 7-segmented bodies have 7 sets of legs for walking, and their 6 segmented abdomens have more legs for swimming and breathing. This massive, 2-1/2 foot species, one of 9 in the genus Bathynomus, lives in cold waters over 8,000 feet deep in the Pacific and Atlantic, and it can scavenge dead whales, fish, and squid. The giant isopod is in good company, from other unbelievable underwater species to an underwater graveyard. The 13 creepiest things you can find at the bottom of the ocean give this crustacean a run for its money.